I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted and you know I'm leaving. I'ma take what's mine with the webs I'm weaving. I could take this crowd from seeing to believing. Got a taste for blood and my tongue keeps bleeding. From the words I spit, so sharp, so freezing. So cold, behold, frostbite they feeling. I could tear you apart or I could go heal them. Don't believe in fate, don't believe in ceilings. I just need a taste and my mind starts peeling. I don't pace myself, I grind on kneeling. Got lust for change, I just love the feeling. I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. And I ain't gonna give up. Got too little time, I'ma live up. Head down, push forward through the tough times. Cause anything worth doing is a tough climb. Cause I'ma live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I live life for the fight, yeah, I'm here to get it. I got drive, got sight, always have a vision. I go by at night, I be in my feelings. I'ma be fine, need time, and I'll soon be winning. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon.
What's going on, FM fam? How's everybody's Tuesday going? Hope it's going pretty good for y'all. Can I get a mic check? Mic check, mic check, mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check up in the mug. Man. So yes, how's everybody's Tuesday going? We'll get right into it here in a second. As soon as I get somebody saying mic is good, hopefully the mic is good, and hopefully, I don't know. It seems like every time I start up, maybe I need to restart my computer because it seems like my stuff's been lagging on my end. But anyways, y'all see, man. I see the super asking what I burnt down. I didn't burn down nothing, man. Hold up. We got a pretty serious recall that came out from GM. They're recalling 40,000 vehicles. I know some of y'all some Chevy haters, but you know I stay intact with Chevy. Although this one's a bit crazy. Something about brake fluid causing some fires in their Silverado line. Now I thought this was gonna be you know, regular Silverados, half tons or quarter tons or whatnot. But apparently this is 4500 HD, 5500 HD, 6500 HDs between 2019 2023 models. So yeah, let me pull up the article real quick and then we'll get into this. What I want this is gonna go into what I want to talk about. So we have right here, we got let's see. General Motors is recalling certain Chevy Silverado medium duty for model 2019 or later, following the discovery of potential leak in brake fluid that can result in a fire from brake fluid. Potentially 40,428 vehicles could be affected. They include 4500 HD, 5500, 6500 models with model years between 2019 2023, according to documents posted by the U.S. safety regulators on Saturday. So this is fairly new. This came out on Saturday, Sunday-ish. The vehicles may have brake pressure sensor assembly, or may have a brake pressure sensor assembly that allows brake fluid to leak and cause a short circuit in the sensor itself. That in turn increases the risk of fire that could occur when the vehicle is either driving or parked. GM advises owners with potentially affected models to park outdoors and away from structures until the recall is done. Vehicles with model years before used a different design. GM said it not aware of any injuries related to the condition. So what it seems like, we have a pressure sensor either on the master cylinder or the actual brake booster. Let me see where we got brake pressure sensor. So I don't know if it's an actual stroke sensor or it's an actual brake fluid pressure sensor itself. Y'all who deal with a bunch of different makes and models, I'm sure y'all are familiar with how this brake system is set up. So I never even thought of brake fluid as being flammable, but then it is saying that it could cause a short circuit. So if it's a short circuit in the electricals, then wires are heating up, melting, and maybe that's how they're catching fire. Maybe y'all can let me know, is is brake fluid flammable? I didn't think so. I know engine oil and transmission fluid can be flammable if they get super hot. Um, but yeah, 40,000 Silverado trucks, sorry, risking of catching fire. What surprises me is that GM, okay, so Nissan had a similar deal with ABS actuators. Uh, they told us if the hold on, I gotta adjust something right quick. Oh no, too much. Um, they told us if the recall applied to said vehicle, park it outside and disconnect the battery. Why is GM not telling these guys to disconnect the battery? That's a little bit concerning for me. Because if you take out a power out completely, the risk of a fire potentially happening goes out the window. So, with that being said, that just goes to show how important it is to take care of any fluid leaks, brake fluid leak, engine oil leak, transmission fluid leaks, differential. Yeah, that's towards the back. Not really getting on anything hot unless it's a front diff. So I have witnessed, we have a vehicle on the lot right now where an oil change place left the oil fill cap off of a vehicle, and the oil got down onto the manifold and that car went up in flames. If I can, I'll get y'all a video of it sometime. But yeah, that's how, like I said, that's how important it is to fix oil leaks. And that's one of the main, if I see something leaking, that's one of the main concerns I want the customer to address. They don't always address them, but I feel that's one of the most important, aside from suspension. So we got suspension as number one priority, and then we have oil leaks or fluid leaks as second priority. As you see, there is now a recall stating that it could cause a fire. Um, and we definitely don't want that happening in a parking lot. We don't want that happening in our garages. We just don't want that happening at all. So whether you're a consumer or a technician, I don't know how you feel about oil leaks or such, but I definitely feel it is up there on the priority list. So I want to get y'all's input on this. So we're gonna get into the comments as usual. I thought this would be a very interesting topic, although there's not a whole lot of information on it. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna jump straight into the members. We got Sergio. Well, it's a Chevy. They are made to burn. Not like that. Not like that. What's going on, Sergio? Uh, DLC for Christ said Mike check was good. What's going on, DLC for Christ? Also, we got DLC for Christ quick with the $10 donation. What's going on, Fluffy? Not much. Um, just doing the Tuesday night stream as usual. And then we have Turner up in the building. Howdy, Fluff. How's it going, Turner? How are you doing, my dude? So we got Sergio and DLC. Okay, I called out everybody that's in here right now. So now we're gonna get into the rest of the comments. We got Bill Beckett. What's going on, Bill? Good evening. What did you burn down? Now I didn't burn down nothing. I don't. Although I have had a vehicle fire at the shop. It was outside the shop, trying to get a fuel sample. Something sparked and that thing just went up. I was able to save it though. Thank God for what is it called? Point, aim, shoot, and sweep. You know. um, but yeah, we got that fire taken care of real quick, and I had to do some harness repairs. Luckily, I didn't have to pay for nothing. The shop took care of that because it wasn't my fault. I was following protocol. Yo, TBSS, how you doing? How is it going? How's it going, Fluff? Going pretty good. Going pretty good. Although these past couple days have been super slow. Super. How's it going at the new shop though? What's going on, Lakes? Automotive Diagnostics. How are you doing, Lakes? How are you doing, my dude? Hey Lakes. Hey Bill. Though I can't say much as Ram recall for a heater grid. Oh yeah, that's right. They did have a heater. That was in the seat, right? Man, imagine you're just driving and your ass starts getting hot. Well, you think that's normal, and then it starts really burning. Uh, Wait, you said heater grid relay. Uh, I mean, it can be in the seat, right? I got a question for you and Chris. I have a 12 Ultima. Customer says he has slippage, but I couldn't duplicate the concern. No faults. CVT looks new. What's the break-in period on them? No break-in period. Those are actually self-learned. They learn driving habits. So without a code, I mean, it's hard to say. You know, first off, let me put it like this: he has an Ultima. Did he just purchase this? Because I've had to diagnose customers before to where I have to make them understand how CVTs work. Okay, just because they're getting high up there in RPM and they're not shifting, they think it's slipping when that's actually a normal characteristic. Uh, while accelerating, it'll hang the RPMs up high because that's what a CVT does. It keeps a RPM constant while the gear ratio is changing continuously. That's why it is a continuous velocity transmission, right? Continuous. Damn, I forgot what a continuous variable transmission, something like that. Yeah, I'm just having a brain fart on stream. But yes, it's constantly changing gear ratio, so the RPMs will stay about the same throughout. So, you'd have to have the customer drive it and let him point out what exactly he's referring to. Mic check loud and clear. Thank you. I have had quite a few customers with what? Let me see. Perfect. Okay, thank you. Nick, what's going on, Nick? How's it going? What's up, Fluffy? Just hanging in there, bro. Doing our Tuesday thing, hanging out. You good? Thank you, Lakes. Uh okay, here we go. I've had quite a few customers that get their first CVT and they think it's slipping, but they just don't know how they feel. Yes, exactly. Lakes, man, Lakes hit the nail, hit the head right on the nail. Yeah, there you go. Pin, he got it. Yep, that's exactly. Sometimes it's not always diagnosing a car. Sometimes you're diagnosing a customer. So get that customer to drive with you and see exactly what they're talking about, because normally when it comes to a Nissan CVT, they've never experienced it before. I have uh a good scenario, right? So y'all know Joe Morales, he's one of my uncles, right? One year he came to Texas to visit, and he got a rental, and he's like, man, this Toyota sucks. It doesn't shift, right? I'm like, you're probably tripping, Theo. You're all RAM and this and that. So we're going somewhere, and I'm sitting in there, and I'm just looking at the RPM. It's hanging up, but we're still accelerating. I'm like, I'm an uncle, you a fool. there's a CVT. He's like, oh yeah, CVTs suck. No, they're just not meant to get dogged on. So if you notice, when you're just holding the throttle at a certain RPM, your RPMs are up there, and that vehicle is just accelerating and keeps accelerating, And then once it gets to a matched speed as the throttle that you're giving it, then you'll see the RPMs start falling off, and then you maintain a constant speed. So yes, Lakes, you are definitely correct right there, bro. Mike, good. Is a CVT fluid overfilled? Is it aerated? That's another good question. A lot of people don't realize CVT expands a bunch when it gets up to operating temperature. CVT fluid just expands a shitload. So you definitely have to make sure that that fluid is at a correct level. It's very, very picky. Is it CVT a reman, and from which company? Too many people complain that their trans isn't shifting because they're not used to it. That's why Nissan started putting fake shift programming in their cars. Fake shift programs. Man, I Barry, I don't know if you remember in about 2013 when the Altima got real popular. Um Let me see, it was the Altima, and then we ended up with the Sentra having a different uh CVT, and the Versa finally got a CVT because they were no longer automatic mid 2012 or something like that. Um, that's all you got. That's all we got. What customer states CVT ain't shifting, or customer states vehicle isn't shifting, and every time we're just be like, oh, man, it don't shift. A CVT does not shift. That is the biggest misconception people had with the CVT transmission when it first came about. So yeah, Barry, you're definitely correct there. That's how I know. That's how I know you Nissan. It looks like we got another member up in the building. Trans King and FM. Sorry, won't be able to join you guys tonight. Got to spend time with my babies. You have a good night and blessings. Thank you, Chris, for stopping by real quick, making your presence known. Uh, Ford F-150 had the same problem. What did they have a problem with exactly? Yes, brake fluid can be flammable. I did not know that. I did not know that. Tomorrow I'm gonna get a freaking bottle of brake fluid and light it up, see what happens. Frank, how's it going, Frank? How you doing, bro? It's been a minute since we seen you up in the stream. No idea. I just got it in. Customer didn't give any info. I noticed it was pretty clean. Looks either rebuilt or replaced. At that point, Super, you're gonna have to get a shitload more information. Just the customer states that it ain't driving right is not gonna cut it. And that could be your advisor's fault as well. Let me see. Yeah, he says it's slipping. Yeah. You might have to diagnose the customer on this one, my dude. Um, howdy, Fluff. How's it going, Turner? How you doing? I know it's been I haven't really spoke to you lately aside from the comments. But how you doing, Turner? Hopefully everything's holding up there. The old Ford F-150 had a fuse you installed between the harness and sensor on for what? What sensor? Fluid on the dipstick was at the hotline. Now, was it at the bottom hot or was it at the top hot? And was the transmission cold or was it hot? Because in order to get these really up to operating temperature, you have to drive them for a bit. Oil leaks are a concern only if the customer wants them fixed. It comes down to owner responsibility. Yes. So, with that being said, Turner, if a vehicle catches fire and it causes a whole bunch of other vehicles to catch fire, and there's documented history of them having oil leaks, valve cover leaking onto the manifolds, hot manifolds, would that be a customer? Could that customer end up, or that person end up being responsible for property damages and other vehicles being damaged because of neglect? I don't know. I don't know. I feel like sometimes, that just like insurance, it's a financial responsibility. So to own a vehicle, you should have to be able to financially be responsible for safety repairs. I know not everybody can afford them, but dang, it can become a problem. Hell, I live in a big city, and what do I see almost every day in the summer? In August, when we're hitting record 100-degree weathers, fire after fire after fire after fire. because these manifolds are getting so hot, along with the 130-degree asphalt heat, and vehicles are just burning down to the ground. It gets crazy. It gets real crazy. I've had a vehicle in my stall to where the customer didn't even know. Man, you know what? And this is a video I did like a year and a half ago. I just never got around to editing it. I still have it in my files to edit. Um, this vehicle caught fire and the customer didn't even know. They ended up bringing it in because it had a misfire on one of the cylinders. So I popped the hood and it smelled like, you can smell fire, right? I'm like, what the hell? I smell like something was burning. I take the beauty cover off, right? Boom, expose the coils. I'm like, holy shit. I look up underneath the cover. Holy shit, this thing was on fire at one point. Look at the valve cover, it's just leaking. Leaking. I'm like, oh, yeah, this. So I ended up repairing a couple, I think couple harnesses, coils were burned, valve cover was burned. So I replaced all that. Yeah, it got, man. But luckily they fixed it. I was like, this thing caught on fire. Oh my god, are you serious? Yeah, I don't know how it put itself out, but it put itself out. Got lucky. What's cracking? OG Scuba, how is it going, my dude? How's it going, bro? Yo, what's good, fam? Hope everything is doing fine. Everything good over here. Hey there, Stevo. What up, Sergio? No, it's not the heater grid. No, it's oh, I'm big dumb. I hear heater grid. I'm thinking of the heated seats. YouTuber guy that. Oh man, I know. Supposedly for YouTube. No, 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 no. He said it didn't have nothing to do with YouTube. I follow Flat Rate. I didn't I didn't know the guy who does live streams. Um, but I do follow Flat Rate. I've been following him for a couple years. See, him and Rust Belt are one of the two that I seen that were actually technicians um that I was like, man, hold on, I know I could do this too. But yeah, he said supposedly, remember last time I told y'all there has to be something else that he got fired for, because just for him to get fired over being slow, he still has this up here. And this up here sometimes means a lot more to a company when there's a lot of green, fresh techs in the shop, because they can use a master tech's mind as they get older. Normally, as technicians get older, they get slower, but they still have this. They still have all the experience and they still have all the knowledge backing them. So he even said it in one of his live streams that I caught after he did it. He said, "Yes, I got fired. No, it wasn't because of YouTubing. He was able. They let him do his videos after hours, so the shop would be closed already, and he would do his videos. Uh, he said that he feels it was actually something else, not because he's slow. So that there just confirmed it. I kind of figured it didn't have to do with that, and he even said he can't really get into details as to why he got fired. So there's definitely something going on behind the scenes with that. It wasn't because he was YouTubing at work. That whoever said that, they need to go to the stores. DA9. So yeah, source. Did I say stores or source? Whatever. They need to go to the source. M. Leeser, good morning. Good evening. Good evening. How you doing, bro? It was like a week ago, and I doubt it was for you doing YouTube at work. He had been doing his stuff at work for years. Yes, and he was a veteran there. I think he said 9.5 years he was there. So thinking of that, I'm like, damn, I've been at my place almost 11 years. Imagine Fluffy got fired. Oh my god, that's gonna break the internet. Finally, I'll go viral. Nah. Hit the head on the nail. There we go. There we go. Nick corrected me with that. Thank you, Chris. Sup, OG. Your in- your uncle is right. CVT suck. No, it's not that CVT sucks. CVTs are just meant to be economical vehicles. People complain so much about MPGs. Oh, MPGs. If you drive a CVT right, you can get 30 plus miles per gallon out of it. The most I've seen out of a Nissan CVT vehicle On an Altima, I've seen Altimas go about 33 miles per gallon in the city. Now on a Central, we're talking 42 to 45. I've seen them at 45. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I seen it. I was like, what the hell? I had never seen, I was used to driving my Silverado at the time. I had never seen a vehicle get more than 20 miles to the gallon at that time. So, like I said, it's not that CVTs suck, it's that CVTs are meant to be driven a certain way. Not dogged on and definitely just babied. Babied. It's a cruiser, it's not a race car. However, the Altima has a really bad oil leak, coolant residue everywhere, and residue from CVT axle grease. So let me guess, the oil leak is coming from the oil cooler behind the block. Coolant residue everywhere, maybe from a hose or a radiator. Residue from CV axles, you could get away with replacing the boots on that. Sub easy. Wonder if he had permission. Fluffy got permission after finding out the hard way. I think he'll be all right. Yes, but even though I got permission, man, I still act like I don't have permission. So I'm still real careful on what I post to an extent. Flat Rate Master made his videos after I was correct. I think JT, so JT knows Flat Rate Master, and apparently they're in the same city and stuff. So he said that Flat Rate Master, he touched on this also. Flat Rate Master would actually, like he said, does videos after hours, and they had a stipulation to where he couldn't work on cars and film. That's why a bunch of his videos are him standing at his toolbox and talking. There are a couple videos surfacing where he was actually working on a vehicle, but I believe that was his own personal vehicle or that was a friend's vehicle or family member. But definitely those vehicles didn't belong to the shop. Dot 3 and dot 4 have glycol, which is flammable. Doesn't coolant have glycol in it also? JWC Tech need to get Flat Rate Master on the live stream Friday. Hey, well, I mean, if y'all want to do that, y'all like I can only reach out so much. Hey, Flat Rate, because it looks a little crazy when a YouTuber is out there. Um, hey, Flat Rate, can you get on my stream, please, 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 please? Flat Rate, can you get on my stream? I stream also. I have a channel. Y'all, that's where subscribers come in, and subscribers uh put that bug in people's ear, right? So you're gonna go to Flat Rate Masters. Hey, Fluffy does streams on Fridays, and he brings in other YouTubers and collaborates and does this, does that. The more he keeps seeing my name out there, the more he's like, hold up, let's check out this Fluffy guy. Keep hearing a bunch about him, and then boom. I believe that's how CP actually came about my channel. Also, a bunch of y'all were talking about me to CP, and he ended up popping in on a stream one day. He was like, "Holy crap, this dude! Okay, I mess with me. I mess with Fluffy. Hell yeah." So yeah, that would be cool. That would be real cool to get him on stream. Transmission was at 172, and I'm not sure. Wait, okay, 172. That should be warm. That should be pretty warm. Because CVT transmissions don't like that 212 degree like automatic transmission. That's a little too hot for a CVT. Fluffy, what's happening, brother? Frosty, how's it going? Did I miss you? I did miss you. Dang. Frosty, yes, sorry, bro. I'm over here calling out members, and I totally missed you, or I didn't see you in here yet. Sorry. So with that being said, yeah, we got another member up in here, Diego DeLone. What up, Fluffy? What's going on, Diego? How's it going? How's your Tuesday, bro? Hopefully it's going good. I had a F-150 catch fire from a valve cover leaking onto the driver's side manifold. Seeing what's crazy. So what people don't realize, right? Oil has hydrocarbons. Hydrocarbons is flammable. How does the oil pick up hydrocarbons? From combustion, unburned fuel getting mixed in on the cylinder walls, and then you got the piston scraping that oil back down into the crankcase. That's why we do oil changes, and that's why oil breaks down after a certain amount of time, because fuel breaks down oil along with heat. So you got glowing red hot manifolds, right? You drop oil onto there, constantly just dropping oil. Man, that shit's just heating up. It's starting to smoke, and then ooh, after that, bye bye engine, bye bye car. Uh, that son, that son, the customer 1,000% that is on them. They are responsible for the maintenance of their vehicle. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. You know, should that be punishable by some type of law? I don't know. I can't say. You know, that's an opinion that shouldn't be stated. The brake pressure sensor would leak into the harness and would catch on fire. The brake sensor power was not fused. So the TSB came with a new sensor and fused harness to install between the sensor and see there must be another part of this. Oh, there's not. Between the brake sensor and the battery, the fuse block, maybe, I don't know. But yes, let me see. The brake sensor would leak. See, that's crazy. I didn't know that brake fluid was flammable. But then again, we're dealing with electricals also, so you get shorted wires and stuff. And like you said, if it's not fused and it gets shorted out, it just keeps burning and burning and burning. And eventually, just goes up into flames. Hey, y'all, remember to smash that like and sub if you're not subbed. Ooh, definitely. We got 14 likes up in here, 23 viewers. Let's get that number to match a little bit. Thank you, Turner. Any thoughts on the Extreme Tool series box? I am not aware of it, to be honest. So I'm not I don't pay attention to tools as much as other YouTubers like CP. There's a bunch of other guys on here that pay attention to the different toolboxes and stuff. I'm more mechanics. I'm more into the repair side of things. I do show off some tools, tools. For some reason, tools sell and repairs don't sell as much. Um, so I mean, messing around with these guys that know about tools, I'm starting to learn a little bit each and every time I conversate with them. But I definitely I'm gonna be honest. I'm not one to go up to and be like, "Hey, what do you think is better, Tekton or Capri?" Capri. I don't know. Who does Matco buy from? Wherever Matco buys from. Yeah, there you go. Smash. Thank you, Lakes. He also had. Oh, he also said he'd talk about why once his severance pay is over. Oh, I didn't catch that. I only watched a little bit of that stream when he got fired. What's the best non-tool truck brand for a set of wrenches? Set of wrenches, non-tool or tool brand, tool truck brand. Icon. I honestly don't know. Let me see. Who was it the other day? Doc Holiday's Garage had pointed out that Duralast had the same style as Snap-on with their flank drive. So yeah, I don't know. To me, I must say this. To me, whatever works for you works for you. It doesn't have to be Mac. It doesn't have to be Snap-on. It doesn't have to be whoever makes for Matco. It doesn't have to be Cornwell. You can literally go out, get a set of wrenches, and put them to use. Unless you're dealing with super tight fasteners, and yeah, I'd step it up. But for the longest, I had some Napa wrenches that I used for a long time up until I got my Matco wrenches. Now there is some discrepancies, differences in the wrenches, I guess you can say. Like a 12 millimeter is actually going to be like an 11 and a half, or normally it's sized, but it doesn't fit as snug. So there's a lot of play. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, I don't use wrenches a whole lot. If I do, I'm using the box end and that's it. So whatever you find can work for you. Hell, I got some Amazon wrenches up in my toolbox right now that I use. Fluffy, did you know if you started Dodge 2.4 without the valve cover is a good way to test for oil pressure? No, I didn't know that. And I'd be scared to do that because that'd make a whole hell of a lot of mess. That'd make a whole lot of mess. I had a fire in the D pillar on a Dodge Magnum one time from someone installing aftermarket LED taillights without resistors. Easy fix, but could have been a lot worse. You know that goes for trailers also. Man, people get crazy when they wire up trailer lights. They don't put extra fuses, or they'll. This is a real good one, right? Never ever, since we're talking about electrical fires, never ever install a fuse with a higher amperage. Okay, that amperage on that fuse in that particular spot is meant to save the wires that are in that circuit. Okay, so the amperage of a circuit is for the wires in that circuit. So you never want to exceed that amperage. If you do, you're going to start burning up circuits and you're going to have a whole bunch of issues. Forget a CVT 30 plus MPGs. We have technology to make cars go 200. Just look up Tom Ogle. He created gas vapor engine. Heard it, bro. You're definitely 100%. That is so annoying. Sold his idea to the car corporation. I thought he sold his idea, his thoughts and stuff. I thought he sold that to the government. It's just like Tesla, right? Tesla had all this genius ideas and then he died alone in his apartment. That's crazy. The reason this will never happen, the 200 mile per gallon deal right here, gas companies will go broke. The oil industry will go broke. And they don't want us doing that. Imagine how, so you have a 20-gallon tank, right? 20-gallon tank at 200 mpgs. You're getting 4,000 miles to the tank. 4,000 for some people. Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold on. A tank of gas per oil change? Could you imagine that? You fill up one time and you change your oil at the same time. Hell, that would be a good indication. Oh shit, I'm on E. I need my oil change now. Shoot. When I think CVT, I think the belt. I think the belt and reverse cone style clutches we use on a mini bike and go karts takes a bike that's a dog out of a hole and makes it do wheelies. Even my large size ass. That's crazy. Infinite number of gear ratios on that. That's not oil pressure. That's just chain slinging oil. No, but it would be it'd be shooting oil through the. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna pretend I know what he's talking about. Is it an overhead? Is it overhead cam, or is it using push rods? Hell, does anybody know what push rods are anymore? Lakes, Lakes has to know, right? He said he was a backyard mechanic for the longest before going professional. I did the paperclip trick to bypass the temp sensor to see if my radiator would come on, and only an AC fan came on. Does this mean the sensor is good? The radiator fan needs to be replaced. I don't know. When you're bypassing temp sensor to see if my radiator fan would come on. Are you bypassing it at the connector on the sensor itself? I mean, I guess yes. Maybe. So I hate bypassing stuff unless I know what I'm really taking out of the equation. If I'm bypassing something, I'm bypassing it to see if the actual component. So this component would be the AC fan. to make sure that that part is working, the fan circuit is working. Now the control side, that could be, it could be a little tricky. It could be a little tricky. I'm not gonna say yes, it's a temp sensor because I don't know how that circuit works. I have gave him the suggestion for you, bro. Hopefully it will happen. Hey, that's what's up, bro. Maybe I'll go put a bug in his ear also. It'd be cool to have flat rate up on the channel. I will ask flat rate to join your live stream. Fluffy, he will listen to me because I am good looking. I'm good looking too. I think. What? Maybe you know what? Maybe I have to shave. Maybe I have to shave to be seen with flat rate because he's a little more clean cut than I am on the face. What up, Fluffy? What's going on, Diego? Good Tuesday, slow day at the shop though. Oh man, it's been a few slow days. So they had me in Express the other day on Saturday. I worked Express to try to help them upsell work into the main shop to make sure that they're not missing any upsells that could potentially uh generate some work for us in mainline. I show up and it is dead. I'm talking 2, 3 cars an hour. I'm like, holy crap! And my boss is paying me for this. Oh, he gonna be mad when he finds out he just paid me for straight time on a slow day, and we didn't upsell anything up into my shop. I was a little disappointed in that though. Hey there, Fluffy Mexican. Is what's going on? Hands on, how you doing, bro? Uh, do I need Snap-on Matco tools in order to work on cars for every day? Man, buy mid-range tools. Turbo, come on now. You know that. We've had this conversation before. You definitely don't need Snap-on. And apparently Matco don't make their own tools. So, I mean, what makes you a professional when working on cars is how you work on them and how you go about certain situations. That's what makes somebody professional. Um, Diagnosing correctly, not having comebacks. Everybody's gonna end up with a comeback or two, but it's how you treat the customer's vehicle and how you do your work. So tools definitely does not make somebody a professional. Somebody could have all the best tools in the world and they could suck at working on cars. You can definitely do it with mid-range and upgrade later. True, you could do that too. That everywhere we all started out somewhere. Not everybody started with a Snap-on box full of tools, um, full of Snap-on, full of Matco, whatever you want to call it. Um, we all started down at the bottom. What year model is your Silverado? Mine is a '94. How many recalls that thing's had? I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't even think my dad ever took that thing in for recalls. Now that I think about it, did they have recalls back in the day like that? Did Chevy? I don't know. Chevy was a better brand back then. Same thing with some of the Kia Hyundai brake fluid would leak out of the ABS or like electrical components and burn and brake control module into main electrical. Holy crap. That is scary. That is scary. So like with us with Nissan, we were having the same issue. Not I don't know if it was an internal leak, but these ABS modules were turning on. You'll be driving and then start hearing buzzing. Well, that ABS module was stuck on and it would just stay on and stay on and stay on, and then eventually it'd start cooking. So that's why they advised us, if we scan this little QR code. I don't know if y'all remember back in the day, y'all that used to work on Nissans or do work on Nissans right now. We would scan a QR code or we would get a serial number on the ABS module itself. And if it applied, we'd enter in these digits. And if it applied, park the vehicle outside, don't let the customer take it, disconnect the battery, and wait until the new part came in. So that's crazy. It seems like more people are having issues with brake fluid fires or brake fluid causing fires. Diego, do you work for Kia Hyundai or what do you work for? Are you independent or what? Man, if I owned any tools, I would know. Turner, you own too much tools, bro. And not any, you own them all. Yeah, I'm a tool addict. I'm not CP or anything. I just like tools. That got me in trouble. I used to like buying tools. I didn't know about this whole YouTube tool community and stuff like that. Kind of wish I did, because my debt would be a lot smaller, but my tools would be a lot bigger, right? So now that I've already got everything up out of the way, I'm like, man, okay, well, there's not a whole lot for me to buy anymore. And I feel sorry for the guys that are getting into it right now and they want tool truck brands because stupid expensive. Grip 2.0, right grip 2.0. Are those grip edge or what is those? Greetings, Easy Tech Joe. What's entry level pay for a PM Tech? PM. I would say gear wrench or Capri, but anything good will do the job it's supposed to do. Yes, correct. Let's see. I got another donation up in here. $5 donation. Fluff, just wanted to let you know that you were hoodwinked. Matco doesn't make tools. What a shame. You should probably pack up and move on. Nah, hell not. Hey, Tarek, thank you for the $5 donation. That is going straight back into the Matco Tool Fund. Because I need to pay him out. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, thank you for the $5 donation, bro. Very much appreciated. And I know Matco don't make no tools. Damn, I've been getting that a whole lot. And what was my response? What was my response, y'all, to everybody telling me that? So I had to make a video on it. Yeah, they're rebranded. I know they're rebranded, but I'm gonna call it by what the brand is on the damn tool. That's it. But thank you, Terry. Appreciate you, bro. Let me see. I already read that one. Let me see if the tool gets the job done right. It's the right tool. No need to spend your life savings up front. You will learn in. Oh yes, that's correct, man. In 5 years, I spent 40K on one truck. When I got told that, I was like, man, that's too much. He's like, oh no, you should be proud. You're the number one customer. No, that's not a good thing. That's not a good thing. Napa Icon. Uh, Milwaukee wrenches are made wrenches, but for the money, they're great. Hell, I think like I said, starting out, man, buy whatever you can afford. So I probably won't get a big box quite yet. So maybe looking at U.S. General, full bank. Yes, I would definitely. Super. If I were you and you needed a big box real quick, you don't want to spend that whole bonus on a toolbox. You definitely want some money left over. So go cheaper, get you that full bank, and call it a day. Grow into that box. I heard that Gear Wrench is a decent brand for mid-range level tool, but they're kind of pricey. So we found something out that Gear Wrench has Pittsburgh name on it too. So maybe you could just go Pittsburgh. Definitely, bro. Just source it out. Go to Clutch from Northern Tools. I have a couple of their wrenches. They do me good. Milwaukee wrenches are USA made. Are they? I started with Gear Wrench. I think they're pretty decent. Uh, let me see. I'm a diesel tech. Starting pay for a vacation PM would probably be anywhere 15 to 18 an hour, at least down here in Louisiana. Oh, damn, you in Louisiana, bro? You right next door. You right next door. Gear Wrench is great brand and A professional level and grade. Our Husky Craftsman Pittsburgh wants to avoid since they're entry level DIY brand. Husky, a lot of people use Husky. A lot of people use Craftsman. Pittsburgh is a little cheap, a little way on the cheap end. But like I said, if it works, it works. Just depends on how you're trying to apply them. Sunex wrenches and sockets are quality tools with lifetime warranty and won't break the bank. Astro Pneumatic is another good brand. Astro Pneumatic is a good brand. I prefer Husky over Pittsburgh, and that you could get those at Home Depot. Everybody has a Home Depot card, I think. So yeah, Husky and Craftsman are okay. Craftsman was a shit back in the day, you can't go wrong with them, in my opinion. True. Oh, and the Ultima, the oil light is on, but I have no faults for it. Oil seems okay, but it's leaking. So anytime you have an oil light on, Supra, you know damn well you need to do a manual um oil pressure oil oil pressure test. I am editing the valve cover off startup out of my last live stream for a short making good content. Hey, yeah, yes sir. That's how you do it, bro. I checked my relays and the fuses. They were good. Only the AC condenser fan came on, but not the radiator fan. So I'm guessing the fan motor. Okay, okay. Wait, hold on. So sometimes they have to reach a certain temperature. So condenser fan is gonna come on with AC or low. Um, what? I don't know. I can't diagnose this over the internet. But yeah, if you have a scan tool that can command both fans to come on at the same time, yeah, you would have had to seen the video. Which one? Which one, Lakes? I want to see the video. Fluffy, I was good looking. You have seen me. I look like, oh man. Hey, back then, man. Back then, I was good looking too, bro. I was good looking. I was clean shaved. I was a little. I was not as fluffy. I was always. I was conceited back in my prime. Man, you hear that? Hating. I don't remember the year. I on F-150 on the master cylinder. If it has a fuse wire harness, don't remove it and just plug the connector. Did you work for Ford at one point? Jaime, I'm gonna butcher that name. Ferren, maybe. Raging Cajun Garage changed his picture again. Hello, Fluffy, and everyone in the chat. How's it going, Raging? Everybody saying what's up to Raging. Lakes missed leisure earlier. Hi, Lakes. I'm still waiting on the demonstration video of how. Oh, although I agree a bit. Yeah, I have a short where I was using both, right? Where I was like, smart mechanics have right air, and then when they run out of air, they have clack 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 electric. Right? I'm bouncing off of bolts and shit, trying to hold the damn tool on. Yeah, I'm gonna have to definitely do a video where I show the differences, and that should be a full length video, right? I'm gonna do the same thing next time I get control arms to where I can do one side air and one side electric and see what actually wins. I'll time it too. I'll be like, look, it's this time right now. Okay, we're gonna take these bolts off and then take these bolts off. Yeah, we'll time it. We'll have some fun with it. Terry. 10-4 Easy Tech Joe. I'm actually about to get that Matco stubby. Ooh, bro, you have to make sure you get the one with the buttons in the back, not the little dial on the trigger. The one on the trigger is weaker, a lot weaker. So you need the IR style. I am just a DIYer and get most of my tools from Harbor Freight, except for Milwaukee tools at tool deals at Home Depot. Like I said, Harbor Freight's not bad. Everybody just likes to harp on them because they're not a professional tool truck brand, rebrand, whatnot. They're Chinese brands, right? But then we hear everywhere a bunch of these tools are manufactured overseas, anyways. Yeah, I got you, bro. Matco. Oh, I didn't even notice you spelled Marco, but yeah, Matco for the win. My chrome sockets are all snap on. Quarter-inch drive through half-inch. I bought them over the last 22 years. If I replace them today, I'd be looking at closer. Damn. Ah, dude, that's way too much. Jeez. I was a Kia Hyundai tech. I quit because it was always warranty work, engine replacements. Dude, I'll touch on that right in a second. Many TSB fixes, like the infamous oil pressure switch on those Kia 3.3 V6s, people would think it's a rear main leak. For oil pressure, they would think it's a leak, but wouldn't they see it coming down? Or was the oil pressure sensor in a spot to where it would leak and think they would think that? Diego, man, we're gonna have to get you on stream one day, bro. Definitely. Fridays we open up the panel and get some people over here. Oh, actually, I wanted to touch on that. Engine replacements. I definitely know what you're talking about right there. And Kia Hyundai has it to where they're only, you can't purchase an engine from Hyundai Kia. They're only letting dealerships get those engines, and then they're like, look, y'all can't sell to other shops if we send y'all an engine that has to be performed at y'all shop. Yeah, so we sold a customer an extended warranty. They actually needed an engine, and their extended warranty was going to cover it, right? So we're sourcing an engine from Hyundai, Kia, whatever, and Hyundai's like, nope, we can't sell it. Nope, they have to come over here. We are not allowed to sell these engines outside. Like, what? Okay, get your freaking work in. We didn't want to work on that damn car anyways. My Milwaukee wrenches are made in Taiwan. There are a U.S. version of the tools and offshore. The Taiwan ratchets made pretty. Ugh, I'm adding words. Made some place as a Carlisle stuff. The Taiwan wrenches, dude. The Taiwan ratchets are made same place as the Carlisle stuff. Interesting, Tarek. Interesting. I got a call to build a playhouse from a little girl today. She was 7 and could pay me with her piggy bank money, and she gets $2 a week for allowance. It was adorable. Her mother set me up. Oh man, so you gonna do it? You gonna do it for the piggy bank? Watch. You're just gonna be like, you know what, little miss, just keep your piggy bank. I did this for you. So tomorrow you're building the playhouse, right? On stream? Yep, that's right, Lakes. On stream. Good man, definitely. Well, meeting with her to design it first. Are you gonna design a playhouse with the what is it? She's 7? That's cool. Bet. I went from and I went from a high and tight fade every 10 days, always freshly shaved, to a full beard and hair to my ass. I wish I had that hair to my ass, man. Like, I used to grow this out, and then it stopped growing, and I was like, damn, man. All right, time to look my part, right? A scruffy mechanic. Salute, Fluffy. What's going on, Texas 2A? How are you doing, bro? Hopefully you doing good, even with all the madness going on with this whole 2A bullshit. Matco and Astro Pneumatic are air tools are impacts, and air tools are great price. Affordable compared to Snap-on, which is expensive and can't even compare to. Dude, for real, their power is subpar. I won't even call it subpar. It's like half. It's like half of what Matco. Even though Matco's rebranded, Matco decided to rebrand a damn good Impact. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. Matco rebranded a damn good Impact. And then you know how there's these companies that sign contracts or what have you, to where, okay, so Matco's like, look, we'll sell your Impacts, but we need this much power out of it, and it can only be sold to us, and here's this much money. And they say, all right, cool, got you. So only Matco is having that 1,600 foot-pound of breakaway torque. Yep. Yes, I did. Hated flat rate warranty work. Love the video. I'm an emissions tech from Vegas. How you liking the emissions stuff, man? How do you like that emissions stuff, man? I think we're gonna be going to emissions here pretty soon. They're talking about doing the OBD2 scan for us. I'm like, man, I want to do that. The car overheats. I bypass the switches, which requires the operating temp of the fans to come on. I had hit it in accessory mode, and the AC, only the AC fan came on, but not the radiator fan. It could be a, man. It could be a an electrical issue though, like commanding wires, stuff like that. I don't know. That's I don't know. Maybe one of these independent guys can help you out. I don't know what kind of vehicle this is. I don't remember if you even told us. But yeah, Turbo, let us know some more information on the year, make, and model. Hey man, I'm leaving my dealership. What? Remember what I said at the group chat about white techs are leaving? More money. Hey, bro. Hopefully everything looks up, dude. Hopefully everything looks up. Everybody needs more money nowadays. Just put a power and ground. Just put power and ground to the main fan and see if it comes on. Lakes, he said he jumped the temperature switch, coolant temperature switch, I'm assuming, and he said it kicked on. So he said, does that mean he needs a switch or temperature sensor? I don't know. Maybe. I don't. It's kind of hard to like without actually seeing the diagram in front of me. I don't know. Maybe you could give. I can actually pull it up right here, man. I can actually pull it up. I can take a look at it if I had the year, make, and model. I have access to all data now. Hey, whoa! What happened here? Let me see. My dot all data. There we go. Boom. Joe, that's why I left my last job. If not mistaken, it would leak and run down the valley and come out of the hole where normally a rear main would leak. So that oil pressure sensor is in the valley? What? And then it would flow back towards the bell housing, drip down the bell housing, come down. Oh, I've seen a lot of people mistake upper oil leaks for rear mains. You know, that's how a technician finds an oil leak. We go to the highest point of the leak. Once we get to the highest point, normally valve covers, let's start with the valve covers, clean everything off, and then when we come back for your next oil change, we'll reevaluate this situation, and then we might find oil cooler is now leaking, or it was leaking before, but now your oil cooler is the highest point, and we could start there. Yes, I would need straight. I would need to straight wire to the battery and connect it into the fan to see if it turns on or not. But I don't have wires. Speaker wire, bro. Go buy some. Speaker wire works real great. I bought a set of chrome moly half-inch impact sockets from Harbor Freight for $20. It helped me do suspension work. Man, I still have a bunch of my half-inch impact sockets from Harbor Freight. That 21, I have a 21, which is the most used socket in my box, and it still has not cracked. 11 years in, it has not cracked. Taking tires on and off every single day in Express forever, and it still hasn't cracked. I've cracked Matcos and I've cracked Max. Is the Pittsburgh better? Real world use. That's all I'm saying. I need a set of half-inch chromes. For what, Sergio? See it? If y'all see my box, I don't have any chrome sockets. I don't need them. All I need is my all I need is my impact. I don't know. That's just me. This is for a 2004 Honda Civic EX four-door sedan. So we're gonna look that up. Let's see. 2004 Honda Civic. What size engine? What size engine is this? AC sensor is good because it may AC condenser fan kick on, but not the radiator fan. Troqueando cut. No troqueando here. I don't have no troqueando. Okay, single overhead cam. Got you right here. So we're gonna go to cooling system, right? Okay, you know what? Hold on. Diagrams, electrical, cooling system, circuit diagram. Oh, dang. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let's see if we can figure this out. All right, I'm gonna present this, and we're gonna shut the stream down after this. All right. So we have. Let me clear this comment. So we got radiator fan relay, condenser fan relay. So those are separate, right? Fan relay, or yeah, radiator fan relay, condenser fan relay. So condenser fan comes on, ignition switched, fuse. Wait, so what commands this on? Ignition and ACC. So is that always on? Doesn't look like it's controlled by anything. Hold up. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. So controlled by ECM PCM for both of them. So they both should come on at the same time. Right? Is that because this is a weird setup. Hold on. So if ECM PCM controls there, so radiator fan switch, that completes the ground. Why is there a box around this? They're showing with AC. Y'all help me out. Help me out. Help me out with this. I'm having a hard time with this. So radiator fan relay and AC condenser fan relay. And you said, Turbo, you said it has two different fans? They're fluffy. Just uploaded the short of the valve cover. Okay, I'll check that out in a bit. Zoom out on that a little bit. So we have battery. That's constant hot. Once the radiator fan relay is energized by either the ECM or PCM. See, this is what's getting me right here. Why is there a splice going into the ECM PCM? Because if the ECM PCM grounds it, that's bypassing the fan switch. Or maybe it's like that because if the AC is on, right? AC is on, and it's communicating to the ECM PCM saying, hey, look, radiator fan switch, I know I'm not up to operating temp, but I need the fans on to start the process of the AC system. So please command me ground, and ground energizes this coil to pull these relay contacts closed, in turn turning on your fans down here. And so this radiator fan switch is only going to be used when the AC is off, right? That's what I'm getting from this circuit. So a good check too. Also, Turbo, turn on your AC. Turn on your AC full blast and see, do both fans come on? Both fans should come on. Because you are controlled through your ECM PCM as well. Now, if you're bypassing that switch, then obviously that switch could be bad as well. What you can do if you have a ohm meter, check the resistance. You should have some type of resistance through this. No, I'm lying. I'm lying. You're not gonna if it's not up to operating temp. That switch. It's not a sensor. It's a switch. That radiator fan switch is not. God, that's tricky. That's not tricky. I'm just overthinking it. Get that car up. Get that car running. Okay, get that car running. Get it up to operating temp. Then check your resistance across this. You should have no resistance, to be honest, indicating that that switch is closing. If you're up to this temperature right here, 199, anything above this, that should be closed, and you should have no resistance through that switch. So yeah, you might have a bad radiator switch, but also you could have a bad fan relay as well. So there's a couple things you can check out to properly get this thing diagnosed. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. Let's see. Lakes, yeah. 1.7 liter. Yeah, okay. CP with the $20 donation. Hello, Fluffy. Just got home. Been super busy. Been a super busy week. Had 2 nightmares from some DIY disaster contractors who used to be mechanics that haven't worked on vehicles since Christ. I was a cowboy professionally. Dang. That's one thing mechanics can't stand is going behind somebody else's work. Going behind somebody else's work, trying to clean their stuff up, right? Get this madness, this mess back to where it should be, and then diagnosing the vehicle properly. So CP, man, my heart goes out to you, bro. It sucks when you have to come across stuff like that, and it's so hard to try and charge the customer, because it could be, okay, you know what, customer, we need to charge you for this. We need to start with this, and then, oh snap, they messed more stuff up. Okay, customer, now we need to charge you for this. Okay, we fixed all that. We got it. We fixed the wires are where they should go. Da 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 da. Now I need to charge you to properly diagnose this. Let's get diagnosis and properly diagnosis. Okay, we came up with our diagnosis. Now this is what it's gonna take to fix it. Ooh, I know it's like 4 or 5 different charges, but once you get all this stuff taken care of, you're gonna be taken care of. Thank you, CP, for the $20 donation. Appreciate you, bro. The adjustment for larger belt drive motors are like 7/8 or larger nuts. Already lost 1 1/8 socket down into a duct because, oh man, into a duct. That sucks, bro. That sucks because the impact don't secure ratchets very well. To ratchets very well. So you don't have your impact sockets don't have the little hole drilled out on the side for the little detent, the detent ball. CP up in the house. Hey Lakes, hey CEO, CP. Hey Sergio. Hey Sergio. Hi Dad. Oh, Eagle's Eye. What's going on, Pops? How are you doing? Father. Yes, guys, this is my father. Everybody say hello to Eagle's Eye. This is my old man. It's been a long time since he's been on the channel, but he is here. uh Hey there, Fluff. Just oh yeah, I'll watch it when I get off of this stream, which should be very, very soon. Quick Wrench, what's going on, Quick Wrench? How you doing, bro? That's another member up in the I missed. Damn. My bad. Any video 2014 Nissan? No, I do not have a Versa rebuild. Normally when it's a Sentra or a CV or I'm sorry, a Versa or a Sentra, those things are so far gone. For some reason, like customers don't bring them in when they start messing up. They just keep driving them. So they drive them to where they're beyond repair. So those usually get units put in them. Don't know why, but that's just how it happens. Hey, Quick Wrench, hey CP, Jardy and teach. Yes, I'm teaching, bro. I'm teaching. I bypassed the temp sensor switch with the car on accessory mode and AC on full blast. Few see. If all the fuses and relays are working, this should have kicked on both fans. Do me a favor. Since one fan is working, swap those relays and see if the other fan starts working. That could be another check as well. Hey, I'm Leisure. If both fans came on when bypassing the sensor needs to be replaced. If they didn't, then the fans are bad. Yes. So you're saying both fans come on when you jump that sensor or the switch. What up? What did I miss? The GM Dad's Garage. You should know about this. The Silverado brake fluid fires. Brake fluid causing fires within the brake pressure sensor. You know anything about this? I know there's some stuff you can't talk about because if I'm right, you work at GM. You're a Chevy tech. But yeah, that was the topic tonight. Is the brake pressure sensor in the master or is it in the brake booster? That's the question I want to know. Hi Pops, hello Fluffy. How's it going, Peter? Peter up in here. Hello CP. Hi all. Hey Dad. Hello Darren Locke. How's it going, Darren? How are you doing? I'm still on my way home. Left work about 10. Bro, it's 11 o'clock. Quick wrench. Rowdy, bro. Left work about 10 minutes ago. I am so knee deep. Pushing like, oh, dude. Hey. If it don't bother you none, you can send some of that work down here. I will gladly take it. I don't care what it is at this point. Hello, Fluffy's dad. Hello, Peter. I was debating getting 12 point, but since I keep coming across 4 drive lines, I'm better off getting them. I might have to invest in some 12 points as well. I don't have any. Hello, Eagle's Eye. Hello. Only 22 likes. Give a fella some thumb. Yes, please. We got 24 likes up in here, man. We got 30 viewers up in here. We're there's a 8 viewer difference. And you know what? I messed up. Damn. Pops, $20 donation. Thank you for that super sticker. Very much appreciated. You know where that's going. Straight into the channel. Yes, thank you, Pops, for that $20 donations. Very much appreciated. Let me see back to where we was. Yeah, I swapped out relays, still worked, but the radiator fan still didn't. I think it's the radiator fan motor is bad making it. Yes. Like I said, you have 2 parts of that circuit now. We have the radiator fan itself, and we have the relay. So what you're gonna have to do is check. Am I lagging? What you're gonna have to do is check power at the fan, ground at the fan. If you don't have power, definitely want to take a look at that relay. If you do have power and you have ground, then it's most likely that fan. I have not heard about any Silverado fires involving brake fluid sensors, switch, whatever yet. Let me show you. Dad's Garage. If I can, dude, my internet is tripping right now. So this is going to be on. Can I look at my history? Let me see. Oh, this ain't it. But yeah, supposedly on the 4500s, 5500s, 6500s, brake fluid is leaking into the brake pressure sensor, causing a short circuiting the circuit itself and causing fires within the system. So they're advising, GM is advising, if this particular vehicle may affect your vehicle, to park away from structures and park outside. So that was the topic today, and we got into fluid leaks and how important they are and stuff like that. Oil leaks, especially because oil leaks dripping onto hot manifolds causing fires. Seems like they come out with a new recall every week. Yeah, what did they come out with a couple weeks ago? I forgot. It was like on the Traverse, Blazer, and a couple other other models. I forgot. Hey Papa Fluff. Why couldn't I go back? Okay, here we are. Here we go. Okay, so let me show you. Add to stream. There we go. So General Motors recalling 2019 or later potential leak in brake fluid that could cause fire. 40,000 vehicles affected. 4500 HD, 5500, 6500 models. Let me see. Brake pressure sensor assembly that allows brake fluid to leak and cause a short circuit, increasing the risk of a fire that could occur when the vehicle is either driving or parked. They're advising owners with potentially affected models to park outdoors and away from structures until the recall is repaired, or until the recall repair is done. So, yeah, that's the recall we are referring to in this stream. I had a 2023 Suburban today. Would not detect the key, even though the remote functions work normal. Battery disconnect and it started. What? Over-engineered appliance. That is so weird, bro. That is so weird. So what was the actual fix? Was it where you just did a hard reset or what? I can't really do any work on cars because I only have a Husky 3.8. Go to Harbor Freight and buy yourself a DVOM, and then there's a bunch. I don't know if I have any videos explaining how to use it, but there's a lot of videos on YouTube that show you how to use a DVOM, how to check power, and how to check ground, or you can use a test light. Lakes has a couple videos on how to use a test light as well. Tecton 12-point impact sockets are very shallow if you're trying to kill two birds with one stone. They're cheap. Hey, hold up, Tecton? I have to check them out. Do they do payment plans though? CP the 2 addict. What up, man? I didn't mean to say shallow. I meant to say, I was distracted. Oh. Well, either way. I don't work on medium duty anymore. So you're on the light side? I've done a lot of seatbelt pretensioner recalls. What? On a pretensioner? Wow. Hey, Diego. Hey, all. Once again, hey, all. Be driving. Actually, I am at the bottom of the comments. I'm at the bottom. Y'all know what that means? That it means that we are through with this live stream. It's 10:30 here, and that is my cutoff time for Tuesday nights. So I thank y'all for tuning in. As always, I'm gonna give a quick shout out to the donations. DLC with $10, Tarek with $5, CP with the big 20, my pops with the big 20. I thank y'all so much for supporting the channel, and definitely thank y'all for coming in and just watching me ramble for a whole hour and a half. Seeing my big ugly face on y'all's phone or whatever. Y'all know what the deal is. Yes, you are. I am what? Hold up. Hi, Quick Wrench. Good night, all. Yes, good night, Lakes. I'll take my car in on Sunday at my dealership to diagnose with other tech. So hell yeah. Come back on live. We gotta end this one right now, Jardy. Good night, Dad. Thank you, Pops. Leisure, Leisure. Thank you. Y'all have a very good night, and we will see y'all on Friday. All right, guys. Hopefully I can come up with a good topic on Friday as well. If not, then we'll just go off the hip. All right. We'll catch y'all Friday.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 yo, go, go, go. hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range, cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by